Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. Today, we are going to quickly address what's going on in the market, but we are also going to be talking about some other news in regards to an early warning to anybody who lives in the United States or even outside of the United States. There's a lot of things going on in regards to inflation rates, in regards to pretty much a crisis at hand. We are going to have a massive stock and housing market collapse, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about why we are going to be having that. This Black Swan event that I have been talking about for a while now is truly happening. It is happening right in front of our faces, and we need to address it and talk about it. So, with that being said, we do see some sell-off happening on Bitcoin as it couldn't pass the 49.3K zone. Nothing too, crazy of a drop or anything like that, but we do see Ethereum peaking over $3,300. That's very good to see. We also see Solana up 54% on the 7-day span, which is an absolute beast of an asset right now. But we also see Luna up 20.78%. A few other assets turning green, nothing too crazy overall. We do see XTZ up 32% roughly. So yeah, I mean, most assets are still sitting stable, still sitting on their overall support zones. We even see XRP creeping a little bit under the $1.15 zone, but still holding the $1.10 to $1.15 chop zone. So things aren't too crazy just yet. Now, with that being said, I do want to address some topics. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. So first and foremost, we do see here China plans to ban overseas IPOs for tech firms with data security risk. Now, this also goes hand in hand with including the US. Now, I'm just going to say right now, if nobody has been talking about it or paying attention, there's been a lot of things in regards to countries pulling out of the US dollar. We've seen, Russia pull out of the US dollar. We've seen China pretty much totally disconnect from the US dollar, especially in regards to their digital yuan. And we also see other countries doing the same, as we do see a lot of things coming out in regards to massive amounts of printing. Also, we do see massive amounts of spending as well. I'm not going to say anything in terms of politics. I'm just going to say it right now, though. The government spending has been astronomically high throughout this entire year, and it is not helping inflation rates at all. I do think that inflation rates are widely manipulated, and it's the same that goes for the Dow Jones as well and the overall stock exchange. I think that it's widely manipulated, and pretty much it's getting pretty much pulled up by massive amounts of printing and just kind of flowing that into the stock market. So I'm watching for a massive drop in the overall stock exchange, maybe something like a crash. But we do see a lot of things are happening in regards to pretty much bans of crypto, bans of pretty much these massive stocks as well. A lot of things are happening over in China in regards to these frameworks and infrastructure overall, especially considering the fact that they pretty much marched into the digital age with their new CBDC. And like I said, we are falling behind very fast in regards to the CBDC, incorporation and innovation. So there's a lot of things to take into accountability, especially in regards to the U.S. I think the U.S. is looked upon right now as a very weak state, especially in regards to the overall idea of government spending and massive amounts of printing. Now, in regards to this, we also see here Ontario securities regulator bars the country's first registered crypto platforms from trading Tether. I wonder why. Now, I've been talking about Tether for quite some time on this channel. A lot of people still think, oh, well, Tether is totally fine. They cleared their name in an SEC lawsuit, but the SEC lawsuit was not against the U.S. Tether overall. It was actually against the exchange that was using Tether. So there was nothing too crazy about that. It was only in regards to New York as well. This is more so the idea of pretty much approving or disapproving this stablecoin. I've been saying it for a very long time that Tether is one of the most manipulated stablecoins out there. I know a lot of people still look at it as one of those, oh, it's the safest one. It's a very good stablecoin, but it's actually not. We actually do see here, we do not currently plan to introduce new rules specifically applicable to platforms, as platforms are already subject to existing requirements under securities legislation in Canada. Rather, we appropriate existing requirements of securities legislation, may be tailored through terms and conditions on the registration or recognition of CTPs, and through discretionary exemptive relief with appropriate conditions. Now, this is going hand in hand with Tether. They're talking about the idea of whether it is a security or not as well. This is actually very concerning, to be completely honest with you. We do see here told the block that with respect to Tether and Bitfinex, the report by the New York AG, again going back to what I was talking about, is likely going to be viewed as high risk. So they are viewing it as high risk in regards to the whole SEC sort of case with Tether and Bitfinex in New York, like I was talking about. Now we do see here they did settle a lawsuit with the New York Attorney General in February, which barred the stablecoin operator from doing business in New York and required it to report greater details of its operations. Now, they're continuing to see these problems at hand with Tether. Now, I'm not saying that Tether is going to go down, it's going to disappear or anything like that. I'm just saying Tether is one of those assets that I just don't trust. I trust USDC a lot more, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, isn't Circle getting, sued as well, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Circle did get sued, but it wasn't the idea of, hand in hand with USDC. USDC got its name cleared. It is backed by the dollar. It's pegged by the dollar. I know a lot of people are going to say USDT is as well, but it's not. We've actually already gone hand in hand with the idea that USDT is not backed one-to-one with the dollar. There's actually a lot of money that got printed in Tether that is actually not backed by any sort of monetary value at all. Now, we also see here exclusive Microsoft warns thousands of cloud customers of exposed databases. We do see that these intruders could have the ability to read, change, or even delete their main databases, which is absolutely crazy to me. Now, we obviously see that this was fixed, but we do know that there has been a lot of cyber attacks. There's been a lot of cybersecurity, breaches as well throughout the year, and I do think that this is only the beginning of what's to come. I think that we are going to see a lot of cyber attacks very, very soon. We also see, Chinese millennials are pretty much buying gold at astronomical amounts. We do see here that the gold market is to reach 15 billion by 2024 in just China alone. We do see that the popularity is growing among 20 and 30-year-olds overall, and we also seen that the demand doubled for the first half of 2021. And you guys wonder why? It's simple. People are seeing what's going to happen around the world, especially in regards to the U.S. Because if we look here, we do see here U.S. inflation gauge rose in July to the highest level in 30 years. Surprise, surprise. I just want you guys to read that again. Rose in July to the highest level in 30 years. Inflation has been one of those widely misconceived ideas because we do see Jerome Powell basically report on it here and there and say that, oh, everything is totally fine. There's no problems to report. Yeah, we're not going to taper back any sort of, inflation rates or anything like that. And I do think that it's going to get out of hand very, very fast. I see houses going up for sale all around me. I go to pretty much low-income areas, and I see these houses, these half-a-doubles that most people wouldn't even pay $60,000 for, and people are buying them for $180,000. The housing market is at an astronomical inflated price range right now, and I think that a lot of people need to wake up and actually pay attention to what is happening. Now, we also see here, coincidence? I say not. Global central banks have bought 834 million of financial assets every 60 minutes, and every 60 minutes the market cap of global tech stocks has risen $780 million. Guys, we need to pay attention. Now, I also want to talk to you guys about this. We do see here, former Fed official warns of urgent threat of another financial crisis, going all the way back to even 2008. And we do see here, investors cheered Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell's Jackson Hole speech on Friday, with markets interpreting it to mean that the central bank would not too quickly wind down its support of the economy. But not every speaker at the annual gathering gave cause for optimism. We even see here the Fed's former vice chair, Don Kahn, for financial supervision, used the opportunity instead to warn of imminent risk of this to the stability of the global financial system, and called on regulators and lawmakers to take swift action to address those concerns. And 100%, because he knows as well as I know that we are seeing a massive amount of printing happening and spending that is not being able to be backed at all. There's not enough money flowing in to back the printing that it has been happening. And it's astronomically crazy to even think about. Now, we even see here the White House more than doubled its forecast for annual inflation in new projections released yesterday due to supply chain problems. I've been talking about this for months. You can't print supply chains. We do see a lot of, for example, we do see supply crates locked on boats out in the middle of the ocean that nobody can get to. Nobody could buy them because they're astronomically high because they're inflated prices. This is a call of concern for a lot of people. We even see here, John Paulson, we have inflation coming well in excess of what current expectations are. I agree fully. I do agree fully as well. Now, in regard to this, a lot of this is very, very good for crypto. A massive crash, a black swan event in the stock market, in the housing market, will provide value to crypto as well. We actually even see here, bankers issue seismic warning. Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, and XRP could replace the dollar in just 5 years as crypto market price adds $1 trillion. Guys, wake up. Digital currencies, CBDCs, are the future. They truly are. Now we even see here, knowing what we know today about the industry and regulator collusion, unfairly ordinating Ethereum and Bitcoin as non-securities, not a stretch to post, they've orchestrated widespread manipulation to suppress XRP's price. XRP taking off would undercut their efforts ordaining Ethereum and Bitcoin. Now the reason why I mention this, and the reason why I talk about this, is because even going back to this, right? All of this stuff in regards to inflation, even the urgent threat to another financial crisis, guess what could help provide a lot of liquidity and market value for the US? Guess. XRP. I think XRP has been one of those massively manipulated assets that have been scrutinized beyond belief because they know the power behind it and they do not want it in the hands of individuals like you and me. Now, I do think that pretty much everything that is happening in regards to this black swan event, the stock market exchanges being, massively manipulated into these massive price ranges. Not only that, but massive amounts of printing, global capital markets pretty much rising at astronomical rates. We do see a lot of things happening. And we are seeing, even with Afghanistan, I think that at some point in time we are going to have to go to war. There's going to be a lot of spending with that as well. The inflation rates are going to be astronomically high. Guys, please pay attention. First off, there's been a war on crypto for a very long time. An absolute war on crypto. We even see this. We see China to build global clearing network for mobile payments using digital yuan. There's been a lot of stuff going on with CBDCs. The digital yuan, for an example, China is moving very fast. We do see, cybersecurity issues all day long. I just want to say all of this goes hand in hand with crypto. If you are holding your crypto on an exchange right now, your XRP, right? If you are holding XRP or any asset that is supported by a ledger on an exchange, you guys are doing it wrong. Secure your crypto. Protect your crypto. There is a link down in the comments below right now to get a ledger. I 100% fully support them. I fully back them because I hold my crypto in cold storage because I know that these exchanges are all going to suffer when these cybersecurity hacks are happening. We see Liquid, one of the top exchanges being hacked, $60 million, $600+ million this year alone in, crypto hacks already. I mean, there's been billions of dollars flowed out of crypto in just hacks alone. And I don't want to see anybody who watches my videos suffer from these crypto hacks. All of this stuff that is going hand in hand. A lot of people will call it FUD. They could call it whatever they want. But there's an urgent threat right now to all financial markets, to all of crypto as well. Guys, secure your crypto, especially XRP. Especially XRP, because XRP is one of those assets that is, like I said, manipulate it fully by corrupt individuals that are higher ups. Secure your crypto, secure your XRP. But with that being said, guys, please pay attention to not just crypto. Pay attention to the indices, pay attention to the dollar, and please, if you guys are thinking about buying a house, wait a little bit of time. I'm telling you, if you know, with stocks again, stocks are very rough right now. They're very risky. We are pretty much at a peak in terms of the stock exchange. So please be aware. Please be patient with things. Guys, XRP crypto is going to be doing incredibly well this year. We just have to wait a little bit more. And not only that, but please be aware of the black swan event that we are marching into. There is a massive financial crisis happening right before our eyes. So with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.